The live competitions are now just around the corner. Team Blake and Team Usher have cut their ranks in half. They did it last night, and joining us once again, Danny Clayton and Gretchen Bartlett from 94.5 The Lake. Guys, I felt that there were not a lot of close calls last night. Like, the top performers were pretty clear in most of those matchups.
Almost for the first time, I was able to differentiate the better one.
Well, let's start with Team Usher. Maybe the closest call of the night, if there was one, Katya and Ryan.
Katya is very, very talented, very, very beautiful. And then she's up against Ryan, who is just this big Portland, bearded, rough-voiced guy who just is so very talented. Needed some help in the rehearsals about mic placement and what to do with your arms and your hands during that. I loved him, but he is not moving on.
I've liked him throughout the whole competition, but I thought he wasn't really on his game during the performance last night.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to Team Blake. Thought the talent on his team really shined last night. I felt it was better overall than Usher's group. Trying to make it through as a duo, the Swan brothers, and then Grace. Wanted her to move on, but she wasn't up to it last night.
She wasn't. She definitely rocks the best hairstyles in the competition. This shot here is, with the cowboy hat, is not much, but then she came out for the competition. She had some sort of 40s style going. Swan brothers are just, they're fellow Okies with Blake.
Yeah, and she is so unique and so different. Blake even got some criticism after he sent Grace home because they said, the other coaches said, she's so amazing, why would you send her home?
She didn't have a good show that night.
I guess not.
And finally, former model Audrey going up against self-described nerdy girl, probably the exact opposite, and Michelle steals the show.
Michelle said she was representing for the nerdy people. She is energetic. She does, what, 200 shows a year? I mean, she's a rock performer.
Right.
She definitely looks different than she sounds. I don't know how far she's going to go, but I really like her.
I loved that she sent the model home. You know, I was a nerd growing up. I'm like, yes! And she was so amazing on stage. She really took advantage of the fact that Audrey did not sing well last night.
She didn't have a good one either.
Right.
Well, if you want to get caught up on all the best and worst performances so far, 7 o'clock tonight, the road to the live shows. We'll look back and forward to next week. And that's when The Voice goes live Monday night. Danny and Gretchen will join us again then for another Voice Report.